Good evening, everyone, and welcome along once again to F1 TS. So this is the Prestige tier, Season 12, Round 6 here in the Principality of Monaco. So Julian currently leads the standings by a margin of 14 points over Lewis. But crucially, his title rival is not here today, so it's a good chance for Black Mamba to maybe retake second place in the championship. Or potentially, if things go his way, could potentially take the lead of the championship. But as always, joining me in the commentary box in the Prestige here is, of course, Alex. Alex, how are we?
We are good. Yeah, really good. Unfortunately, Tom, who was back with us this week, just hit the wall in his out lap, so he's going to have to come in again. But yeah, I am very, very, very good. Thank you very much. Really, really good. I don't know why I'm in such a good mood, but it's the Prestige here. We're off again after last week. With obviously Julian becoming our second or our first only winner to win twice, so you know he broke the streak of different winners. However, Monaco is a completely different beast.
Yep. He's going to go for a lap with Black Mamba. He's just coming through Sandoval, up through Beau Rivage, almost a straight line, and then you come in straight into Massenet. If you're brave enough, you can overtake here. I wouldn't recommend it, but you can do it. Into Casino Square, quick right. Then over the crest, the famous Monaco bump there, into Mirabeau, dropping away on the brakes. Then into the Lowe's hairpin, or the Grand Hotel hairpin. It has a lot of names. Down towards Portier, famous corner where Senna crashed off while 50 seconds in the lead of the Monaco Grand Prix in 1988, into the tunnel section. The only corner that's not outdoors, interestingly enough. Into the Nouvelle Chicane then. Literally translate as New Chicane. Coming through towards Tabac then, this is breathtaking. It never ceases to amaze me how fast these guys are. He hits the wall on the way through. In through the pool, the swim pool section now. And it's quick and you miss it. And into Raskas and Anthony Nogues to end the lap around Monaco. Let's see where this is going to put Black Mamba. Tom sets initial pace. MLA smashes it, 108.533. What's Black Mamba going to do? He's going to come across the line to do a 108.718, and Noek, his teammate, does a 108.24. So I'm assuming we're definitely going to see some close times around here, considering Blizzard's not here.
Yeah, Blizzard normally the guy to set the pace in qualifying. For me though, the good thing they're not doing it, but we know the Ferraris. Sauza, it's going to be a Seb's out. Oh my God, what is going on?
Seems to have gone off somewhere. Yep, into the Nouvelle Chicane. He's clipped the barrier on the way in, and that's his qualifying over. Pulls it her last time out, of course. But it's just so easy to make that mistake right there.
As I was saying before the commotion, is that the Ferraris, we know them, don't we? We know they like to go in the teams to start their races, but they can't do that here without having to have a wonder of a race. As the circuit, as long as you can keep it clean, should be a basic one-stop. Now, do you want me to quickly run through the standings properly before we get underway?
You may do, yeah. Go ahead.
Alright, let's go. Let's load up. Alright, cool. So, we have, as you said before, Julian's the lead.
Julian's putting in the wall.
Speak of the devil, yeah, he's in the lead of the standings by 14 points. Then behind him is Louis, who's not here tonight. Then behind him is Black Mamba, then his teammate Noak, then Blizzard, then Josh, then Wayne, then Odems, who has returned tonight. Good to see him back. MLA, and then Bookster is actually top 10. Constructors wise, then Mercedes are 14 points to the Red Bull, who are only 5 points behind them. And then the Sauber are 14 points behind the Ferrari. So it's a very close battle for the constructors. There's no one in safe. However, I was during the unofficial practice for F1 TS yesterday. I was in the party with Reflow from the Pinnacle tier and MLA from this tier. And MLA thinks he can get a podium. I think he can get the win though. I believe in MLA. It would be nice to see him win because he just seems to get caught out.
Yeah, it would be nice to see a different winner again. But Julian, he's going for the alter strategy. He did his lap on the ultra soft tires, as is James Slater. Malloy's doing something entirely different. He's gone to the super soft tyres. And so we've got a mix of strategies, but most of the guys are definitely going to be going for those hyper softs. They can easily make it through to a one stop, as you said. They could even probably, if you push them hard enough, you could probably make it to the end of the race on them. So
you would be disqualified. So
you would be disqualified, but it's possible in theory.
So yes, it is possible. The tyre wear around here is lovely. Also, here's the thing. I obviously raced earlier, and I worked out that you can really go ham on the ERS because of the lack of straights around here. You can put your ERS in high modes, so we're going to be seeing a lot of ERS usage around the circuit, compared to other circuits you have to save. But yeah, two big hitters not arriving tonight. Blizzard and Louis. However, Josh is on his own representing the Sauber boys. Maybe this time we won't see any team orders.
Maybe so.
The other teammate's not here, so hopefully Josh can step up to the plate tonight. Because he always seems to get a decent getaway, but always seems to get quiet on the stops. I don't really know what happens there.
Yeah, whatever happens there, but tell you what, one guy who's doing pretty well for himself is Jesse in P3 currently. He's doing really well in the Haas, 108.4, 3/10 of a second off of our leader.
Yes. I just want to point out as well, our pole sitter was as the only one so far to retire. Our pole sitter from Spain, that is, could only have said. Obviously took it in Spain because he was the only one I think to use the super soft tyre in qualifying. It
didn't work for him.
It didn't, but you know, just to get a podium, just get a pole position, must have felt good, even though even if he didn't get it directly on merit, but good job by him.
Yeah, no, pole is so crucial here. There is like slight overtaking opportunities, but to be on the front row is the aim here in Monaco. Also,
the first corner is normally carnage, so you want to be as far up the grid as you can be. It wasn't actually carnage in my race earlier. It was actually quite a smooth start, but you know it can be. Oh, it's yellow. Every time I see yellows on Monaco, I'm like, is someone been bit? But no, it's just slow movers. But yeah, Jesse. I don't know whether you remember this, but
Sayuza. Okay, that's a big one. Where's he now? Has he gone off? I'm assuming he has. Looks like he's gone off. Maybe around Portier potentially. I'm seeing yellow flags in that sector, but so he can't challenge for pole now. Just by the way, Josh just went into technically P2. But unless anybody can beat Sayuza's time, he's still on pole currently. But Josh is very close to Noek's time.
Yes.
Noek's gone fastest, 1:07.999. That's really appeases me a little bit. Just underneath the 1:08 mark, but Noek in the Ferrari got fastest of all.
Yeah. I tell you that these Ferraris watch our streams. You're like, can anyone beat his time? Just does it. You know, they watch our streams. They're like, how can we entertain the commentators? And Jack, were you happy about that one? Did that shock you? Yeah, did that get you excited for the rest of the qualifying session?
I think so, because I know some other guys can challenge. Sector 1, Sector 2, I think that's mostly just for slow traffic. Josh, I think, is having another push on at this time. He's going to slow through. Raskas might be into the pit lane. Yep. Black Mamba on a push.
Yep. A lot of drivers on push. He's had Sayuza though, he's putting a decent time. So I don't think we'll see him go too far down the grid. I think he could be at least in the top 6. I think, you know, because it really depends on how much time you can get around here. It's like 3 waves, yellows, what's that?
It's mostly just for a slow car. Let's see if we can find anybody on a lap. I can't really seem to find anybody.
I'm following Jesse at the minute.
Jesse doesn't look like he's on a lap. He might be building up to one. The thing about the hype...
What was that?
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say you can't do that. Naughty boy.
That's the only way McLaren Honda are going to race around Monaco a few years ago, is if they'd done that. But they never did.
While we were talking there, Odems is now P5. A smidge slower than Black Mamba, 300ths of a second.
Good to see Oden's back.
Yeah,
really good to see Oden's back.
He was a sick old boy for the past 2 weeks, so he's back on form. So let's see.
We've missed him. We've missed the commotion that happens when it's an Oden's race.
Yep.
We've missed it. I always go back to Bahrain round 2 and he spun it. Did you spin it? It was him.
No, he got a puncture. He got a puncture and spun it. Yeah.
That was good fun. That Bahrain race. That was the start of whatever this crazy out of race was. However, these prestige guys are going to have to pull something out of nowhere. bring us an interesting, at least race in terms of on-track action around this circuit.
Right, championship leader Julian about to go hell for leather on a lap here. He's quite a ways down, but his last lap was done on the ultras, so I'm going to bet he can go a lot quicker than what he's just done. So let's see. Can he get himself up front? He needs to.
I'm following Jesse. He's just about to finish his lap. Got a bit untidy out of the final corner. Where will Jesse come? Will he get a better time at least?
Yes,
he will.
P4.
Good job from Jesse.
Nicely done.
Let's go follow the Mercedes now. Julian, got me feeling comfortable. No blizzard. However, the Ferrari seems to get better with every week.
Yeah, whoa, bit wide out of Portier, but gets it together. 5 minutes remain in the session. Julian, I mean, he's not exactly comfortable to Black Mamba. Black Mamba is his nearest rival, and Noack is a further little bit behind. He's backed out of the lap. But it's about a 20-ish point gap, so you really can't afford to start losing points.
You can, and especially around this circuit. It's the fact that if you could just hang in the race, especially considering that full grid, there could be 6 retirements here. You just got to try and hang on in the race to at least score a point, even if you're miles back.
He's having another run at it. Elku and the other Haas, P5. So the Haas's are running really well today.
Yes, this is the opposite of their strategy from Spain, where they didn't. Well, I think it was only Jesse that actually qualified. I think Elku didn't even bother. But you can't really afford to do that around here, and unfortunately it's going to be a 7 and not to set a time.
Yeah, just a lapse of judgment on his outlap, I think, put him in the wall.
That can happen around here, though.
Julian's pushing through Portier. Malloy as well. Might be one to watch. He's trying the ultra softs, but he doesn't look like he's too comfortable on those.
No, he's not pushing it, really.
And he's got Julian behind him, actually, now.
Yeah, is Julian still pushing on this lap?
Yes, very much. Oh, there's a bit of a wiggle as he goes through the swimming pool section, but gets it together nicely, tapping the wall as they go through Raskas, so close to the barrier, through Anthony Noakes. This looks like a really good lap from Julian, but as he comes to the line, will it challenge Noack? He comes to the line, it's P3, it's not quite enough, and it's still not enough to beat Sayuza.
Yeah, it's like, we said Sayuza would sort of fall down, however, he's still second.
300th of a second off of Sayuza, but Noack still on provisional pole position.
My OCD is going crazy, the fact that Noack is only like, one, is it 1,000th off 1.8, and it's, but you know.
I tell you what, Noack and Sayuza are separated by 8,000ths of a second. That's how close it is. And 300 separate the top 3. So that's close. Very close.
Yeah, but think it's the Black Mamba. He didn't have a great race last time. He's in 7th at the minute.
He doesn't need much to go up the grid because the grid is so close together. It's 4 tenths of a second. 4 tenths is a big chunk of time. But if he finds 2 tenths, he's going to be up around Julian and Josh. So I'm sure he can find that. I'm not going to put it past him to find that.
Speaking of Julian, he's coming into the pits.
Yeah, Retrix is on a lap, I think.
Will Julian come out once more? Retrix, he had a really good one in Baku. I believe he was the one that unfortunately came 4th and got kicked on the line.
Yeah, McLaren's didn't have a good. The McLaren's didn't have a good time last time. The double DNF.
And now they've only been represented by Retrix this evening. However, Retrix, you got to give it to him. He's a trier. He'll push. And as long as he has a pretty race, he's probably one of the fastest on the grid. He goes P10, taking out Tom's time.
Right, 2 minutes left on the clock. We're coming into the final shootout for qualifying. MLA, I think, is going to be the first. Yeah. Oh! That's just Malloy going slowly, letting him through. The drivers have to be even more aware than they normally are around Monaco when it comes to traffic, because they can really destroy somebody's lap, and you got to be really careful.
Yeah, and also especially with the in-game stewards, getting a blue flag is radically difficult because not a lot of space so you can move out the way. Really, so you've got to be careful. But for me, considering that I never, if we predicted this, I wouldn't think the Hasses would be shown the third row. That's nothing against them personally, it's just based on what they've done so far this season. They've done, I wouldn't have thought they've been there, but so far, you know, they're doing a pretty good job. And to be fair to Jesse, he's not that far off Josh either.
He's not far off Paul either when you put it. He's about 0.3%. Oh, big impact in the wall for MLA. He's done a Max Verstappen. He's put it in the wall at the swimming pool. Just got out of shape, and Retrix is out as well. So big impact into the wall. Very easily done around that section, but that's put an end to his qualifying. He's going to be starting a minimum of 9th position. And it looks like Odems is going to have a shot at Paul now.
Come on, Odems. We're rooting for you, mate. Come on.
Looks like Black Mamba is going to be next to surge out of the last corner to go for a lap. Noek is currently on a push, his teammate. Can he go even faster? Julian's on his way out as well. Josh is coming through the swimming pool section. I'd strap in if I were you.
Yeah, so would I. I don't know what Malloy's gearing up for a lap as well. You don't know what he can do. Do you think MLA has a chance of coming out of the top 10?
He could, if Tom improves, which I think he might. I think Tom's got more pace than that, so I'd expect him to come up a little bit further. But we shall see. All of the top guys are on a lap. Julian about to go for it out of the final corner. He's going to be one that's going to be able to challenge for Paul, and he's not far off of that time. So as you can see, this is going to be their last opportunity. Noek is going to be the first of these guys to cross the line. It looks like it might be Odems, actually. Yeah, he's coming to the final. Oh, big moment out of Anthony Noakes. Odems runs to the line. He comes across the line. He's pole! 178 for Odems. He's on to 17881. Can Noek improve on this time? Here he comes. DRS open for the Ferrari. Can he pop himself onto provisional pole? He comes to the line. No, he can't. So it's a 107.942 for Noek. He improves slightly, but Odems on provisional pole. Julian next. Can he improve? Can any of these guys improve? What a shock for Odems to be on pole. Josh gets out of the... He has to get a little bit impeded. Well, actually, Booster would move out of the way quite well for him. But here comes Josh now. 108.2. A little bit more to go. Coming through the final corner. DRS open for Josh. Can he potentially put himself on pole? He runs to the line. No, it's P5. Julian, what can he do? He's a big... No, that's it. That is it. It looks like... Julian puts it in the wall out of the swimming pool. That's going to be his lap over. Can the Hasses improve? Maybe. No. Nope. It's going to be Odems on pole on his return to TS Hub after a 2-week break. It's Odems and Noek on the front row. Sayuza still managed P3 after all of that. Julian alongside him. Then Josh, Jesse, Elku, Black Mamba, MLA, and Tom. What a qualifying and what an upset.
I think that's unfair, actually. Oh, Elku gets a 5-place penalty.
Okay, that's harsh. His AI literally collided with the AI, and he's got a 5-place grid penalty. So, what a qualifying! Odems out of nowhere pulls a 107.8. Noek improved just slightly, but it just wasn't enough. But he is on the front row nonetheless. Red Bull and Ferrari. Then Williams and Mercedes, Sauber and Haas.
My thing is that Black Mamba's had an absolute nightmare. Again, he's stuck down with MLA. Those two are like magnets to each other in the later races, it seems. Especially in Spain, they had a great battle, which unfortunately impeded both their races. But yeah, El Cruz will start 11th, but he will not have that pick of tyre, unfortunately. He'll have to start on this qualified tyre.
And there it is, confirmation by 0.06 of a second. It's Odems on pole. After 2 weeks off sick, he comes back with a bang. Noek P2, Sayuza, even though he crashed out, I think he could have gone faster, but he's going to be P3. Julian, championship leader, P4. Josh in P5, Jesse in P6, Elku in P7, Black Mamba down in P8, MLA in P9, and Tom just inside the top 10. Retrix in P11, Malloy, Bookster, Schofielder, James Slater, and Scuderia Seb. We had 0.9 of a second separating 11 cars in Monaco. So that's... what a qualifying. Just amazing.
Yeah, and off screen you were like, oh, I've got to try and get excited for Monaco, because we know what a Monaco Grand Prix could be like, but they've done it already. They did that. And also, I don't want to put words in the driver's mouth, but you got to immediately, but Sayuza had his heart in his mouth watching that qualifying. He was like, how far down am I going to go? And he actually managed to stay, I believe, third, didn't he?
Yeah, he still managed third, so he did a really good job.
Yes.
Now
last time he did really well. Oh, sorry, go on.
Now, Monaco, very, very high chance of a safety car around here. So...
In the podiums here, we had it in lap 1.
Right, so I don't think we've had that this season in Prestige. We've definitely had a safety car, but it wasn't on lap 1. So just got to pray that everybody keeps it together through turn 1, and especially up the hill, because there's a lot of squeezing can go on up there. Very easy to get yourself just rubbed up against the wall. And it's the Nouvelle Chicane as well. That little piece of barrier that sticks out is pretty treacherous. And you got to be thinking the long game in Monaco. You don't want to break your wing on lap 1 and having to suffer with it the whole way through the race. So you got to be thinking the long game. I'm expecting them to be cautious into turn 1.
Right. You know what question I'm going to ask you? If you've seen the grid, who's getting the victory today?
Odems. I'm only saying that because I want him to. I really want him to after 2 weeks. But I wouldn't mind any of the top 5, honestly. So let's have a look at strategies. Nothing out of the blue. We got 3 drivers on the supers and 3 on the ultra softs as well. So not too much variety.
Yeah, just to let you guys know that Elfu has been dropped to P12 after qualifying P7. And that was because he picked up a penalty. But that could be a disaster for L2. He could get caught.
Yeah,
you know,
that's a real shame.
I'm surprised not more of the back guys went for the hypers. You can do the hypers super strat.
Yeah, Elku has, but that's because he got dropped. But he is on the hypers.
Yes, you can even, if you really try to do hypers for ultras, but you'd have to set those hypers about 15, 16 laps. A guy from Monte did it, and he better did it for this third, I think. So it does work. You just got to really do very well managing your tyres. So yeah, you're gonna go with Odeb. I'm gonna go with Sayuza. We haven't really seen what he can do in a race normally. He gets into some kind of incident, but if he plays it clean, I'm going to go with Sayuza.
Well, it's tantalising because only one, should we say, yeah, out of the top 10, only Julian has won a race this season. So it's very likely that we're going to see somebody else win, which would be nice, but you can never really count anybody out in Monaco.
No, never in Monaco. But,
any of these guys could do it.
Our eyes on it. Hopefully we get a good camera angle going down for the start.
Yeah, I'm gonna make sure we do. I'm gonna keep alternating until I get the one I want. But here we go. A very exciting race in prospect, facing towards turn 1. It's Odem's on pole. Nowak alongside. Who's gonna get the jump into turn 1? 5 red lights. Lights out, and away we go in Monaco. It's a good start from Mullins. It's a better start from Sayuza, already looking up the inside into turn 1. It looks like he's going to get P2, and he does get P2. Great start from the Williams. So running up towards turn 3, it's going to be Odem, Sayuza, Nowak, Julian, Josh, Jesse, everybody clean through it looks like so far. Nowak it looks like he's already struggling with wing damage potentially, as I think he might lose a position to Julian. He's going to have a look down the inside. Oh, Nowak's had to take the escape road. He's had to take the escape road. Absolute disaster for the Ferrari. He absolutely bailed out of that corner immediately. He knew he wasn't going to make it, but he's come back out in 15th place. We've got a car stopped in the middle of the track there. That was a Williams of some car, I can't quite see, but Nowak's now picked up wing damage, and Sayuza already looking on the Red Bull into the Nouvelle Chicane on the outside. Can Sayuza make this one work? He's into the lead. Sayuza takes the Monaco Grand Prix lead on lap 1. What a move!
I told you, keep it clean, you can do it. Odem's caught napping there, unfortunately. Bit of race rust, but you know. Oh, Josh collides with wing damage.
Oh dear.
Josh got damage. Is that Josh in? No, Josh stays out.
Yeah, he's got massive wing damage on the left side. He's gonna really struggle with that. Black Mama's made a good start. So has Tom. Actually, he's one of the quick starters. He's into P7 after all that. But Nowak, what an absolute disaster. He knew he wasn't gonna make the corner and had to just bail down the escape road. And he's come back out in 12th place. So let's see what he can do from that. But Sayuza, absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, I mean, it's not all over for Nowak. As we said, the start of the safety car had to come into play. However, Sayuza, off the start, I told you, he's very pacey, just sometimes gets a bit messy, but he's kept it clean so far, and he got the move done. Odems, though, not taking this, sort of sitting down, he's going to keep fighting.
Yep, everybody keeping it together so far. Elku, he's come up through the field. He's P9 already. That's up 3 from where he started, so he's done a really good job on lap 1. He's up behind MLA now. And, Black Mamba immediately with a penalty. So
that's a bit strange. I don't really know how he's got 3 warnings already. However, to be fair to Josh, he's not dropped off too bad.
Yeah, even with the damage.
Jesse collided with the wall as well. I think Jesse's going to come in. No, doesn't look like it. Tom's right with them as well. He's looking like he's going to challenge. Sayuza now setting fastest lap after fastest lap, as you can see, and Jesse having a think. He's actually managed to get past Black Mamba around the outside, as he in the DRS it looks like, in the slipstream down towards turn 1. So he's into P5. Let's see if he can chase after Josh. So Jesse on the charge, and Julian putting the pressure on Odems up front. These guys are still relatively close together. Odems, he's not letting Sayuza go. They're still within about 0.7 of a second of each other. He's still within the DRS. But Josh is kind of creating there's a collision at the Grand Hotel hairpin there as Black Mamba has tried to sneak up the inside of Jesse. He's having to go into Portier. That's going to end in Pascal Verlaine-esque collision, and Jesse hits the wall on the way through. Black Mamba almost forced the issue there, putting his car up the inside, and now Tom might have a look at the Haas down the inside of the Nouvelle Chicane. Here comes the Renault. He gets it done, so Tom is on the charge in that Renault. Yeah, we have a train here from 5th to 10th.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what Black Mamba was thinking there. He put his car up the inside of the Grand Hotel hairpin, as it's called, and kind of forced Jesse into a sideways drift.
Yes. A bit hard for my distance, but MLA's in.
MLA's in.
He's got a glitch!
Oh no!
I didn't know whether you saw it, but I didn't see a picture.
Right, well...
He says he's still on the hypers as well.
No, he's on the supers.
No, he's not. Or is he?
He's on the supers for me. On the graphic,
he's on the hypers. He's on the hypers for me. I don't... maybe that's just again another glitch from the great game that Codemasters have created.
Retrix fastest. He's down the back. Now Julian is absolutely all over Odems here. As you can see, Sayuza has pulled 2 seconds clear up the front. And you got to think, if he'd not crashed in qualifying, Julian had a very late lunge at Odems there into the Nouvelle Chicane. That could have ended it badly. We got a yellow sector 2. Oh, Tom has put it in the wall in the Nouvelle Chicane. As we were saying, he was doing well. He's managed to get it going. It doesn't look like he actually looks like he just had a half spin, but he has damaged the right-hand side of his wing. And what a shame! And there goes a penalty as well. Just as I was saying, he was climbing through the field well. Now his teammate Malloy's ahead of him. Now in comes Jesse. Jesse pits.
Tom didn't pit. Noak's in again.
Oh, Noak! What has happened from being on pole? That's another wing change. He's gonna go. He's gone to the end. Super softs onto that car. And Malloy, tell you what, he's challenging for 6th already.
Yeah, Elku did a good job as well. You never know what's going to happen at Monaco. They've already had 5 laps and we're already catching our breath.
Yeah, Elku and Malloy climbing through the field.
No, sorry, I got distracted for a brief moment. What that ever did to Jesse, I think was a bit harsh.
Yeah, he kind of barged his way through a little bit.
I think that could be a steward's thing. I'm not going to put words into drivers' mouths, obviously. But I think that was just a bit... Well, I don't understand why he'd make that move either, you know? If you know you're fast in the car on Monaco, you just went... Ooh,
he just slid into the wall.
Yeah.
Alright, that's overheating tyres, it looks like. He's all over the shop as he comes through Monaco. Oh, wow. The rears are probably on fire in that thing.
You have to look after your hypers, you know, otherwise they're just gone. They are essentially pointless.
Yeah, he's just squirting the throttle and it's just not gripping at all. And now Malloy on the back of Elku, as he said, and Bookster having a look at Tom as he had to think about going around the outside Saint-Devote. He's having a look up through towards Massenet. Can't quite do it there. MLA sets the fast lap. as they go down through there. But Bookster on the back of Tom and up ahead. The other Renault having a look. Not going to find the room there. Is Bookster going to find the room? He finds a small bit of space to work, but there's nowhere to go into the lowest hairpin.
Yeah, Julian's backed off.
Yeah, he has backed off.
But also, Odems has caught Sayuza.
A little bit, yeah. He has actually pulled 0.6 of a second on him. So, taps the wall on the way through there, but he seems to be going okay. We'll keep an eye on the battle between the Renault with the Haas and the Toro. Oh, that Spookster around in the Nouvelle chicane. Classic accident there. He just tapped the barrier and sent him round. Doesn't look like he got damage, and Julian is in.
Surely that's just a sudden stop. There's no wing damage.
No wing damage for him. And I tell you what. Oh, Tom's out. Tom is out. We've had a crash, it looks like. Yeah, he's put it in the wall in Raskas. Interesting place to crash. Ogdems is absolutely flying up the Sayuza, can I just say?
Yeah.
Sayuza's got a problem, surely.
Maybe.
It might be the overheating tires. But he's
going dead slow.
He's rapid. Oh, just as I said it, Ogdems puts it in the wall, and that might have been lag, but it looks like he doesn't pick up any damage. He hasn't picked up any damage on that left-hand side.
Yeah, Odem's car's lagging for me a little bit as well.
I thought he ruined his chances. Sector 1, Retrix now. Oh, he's put it in the wall in the Casino Square. The left-hand side of our screen, and Noah trying to get past Jesse as well, going through there. But, right, so Julian has come out in front of his teammate behind Scuderia Seb. He's come on to the Super Softs. He's definitely going to be going to the end for sure, but he's in a lot of traffic now, and he's picked up a penalty.
Yeah, no one else boxing. Josh is in actually, as I say it. Josh is covering off maybe Julian, or they're just doing the same strat. I'm not sure. They did it both. Trix has left the session. Not a good day at the office for him. Malloy and Elku though, not battling for net. We're actually not battling for actual P3, but having a little go for a podium position.
Bookster having a look on Scopefield around the outside of Sandevot. That's brave. He's done it. Wow,
yeah.
That's a great move.
Watch out, Scuderia Seb as well. Maybe thinking you can catch Scopefield up. Julian wants to get past these guys.
He needs to get past. Oh, they're defending, and he's got his teammate behind him as well. So he can't really lose any judgment. He's not going to be able to make a move anyway through the lowest hairpin. Odems has dropped off up the front, so he definitely picked up damage of some sort there. Oh, Julian hits the wall on the way through. He's picked up damage. Doesn't look like it, but MLA right behind him. His tires are older, but he's going to the end.
Josh as well is now again gone behind.
And MLA has passed Julian. Sayuza in from the race lead. Lots of action happening.
Malloy and Elku, keep your eyes on this one.
Yeah, and Sayuza had to have a wing change. That's why he was going slowly. That's a long stop for our race leader.
Go. Whoa.
Yeah, that's a little glitch there. Don't worry about it. MLA and a couple of others. Julian is back in the pits. Disaster.
Oh, and Sayuza's behind.
Malloy, round the outside of Massenet, has got the move done on Elku. That's brilliant overtaking from the Renault.
Right. Correct me if I'm wrong, and then I could possibly be completely wrong, but has the Black Mamba jumped Sayuza?
Yes, he has. He's got a penalty, but yes, he has.
In theory as well, Black Mamba shouldn't have to pit again if he can make those supers last as long as he can.
Yeah, so he's not entirely out of the picture.
No, I think what this is telling him is pit as soon as you possibly can. Because everyone's going faster than you.
That's an absolute disaster for Julian. That's Noek and Julian outside the points. I'm sure they're going to get back inside the points now. But I mean, it's not entirely out of the question that Black Mamba could still take the championship lead here.
He is not in contention to take the championship lead, unfortunately. Can't mathematically do it. As Odems comes in.
Well, how far is he outside the points? He's only 19 points behind, isn't he?
No, he is off the leader. He is 20. Yes, he can mathematically do it. No, he's 22 points off Julian, so Julian will have to not score.
Oh, that's MLA down the inside. Scuderia Seb. And looks like Black Mamba's managed to make the move past MLA. Yes, he has. So that's a crucial
And,
move. And actually...
And
Odems and Soyuza almost together. Soyuza and Odems has come out in front. He has managed to jump Soyuza in the end. But here comes Soyuza on the outside of Mirabeau here. But Odems is ahead thanks to Soyuza's wing change. That cost him a lot of time. But Black Mamba is ahead of all of them. And potentially, down the inside goes Black Mamba into Portier. And he's got it done. So that's technically the net race lead for Black Mamba right there.
I told you, the sooner you need to pit now, you're losing so much time. The pit stops have completely shaken up the grid.
So Odems, he's got Scuderia Seb between himself and second place pretty much right now. Soyuz is all over him here as they try to get past this traffic. Soyuz is going to be ruining that wing damage that he got. And I really shouldn't have questioned Prestige here in Monaco.
No. But Soyuza, to be fair to him, sticking right on the back of Odems.
Yeah, he's not letting him go. Soyuza into Sandavot, can he do it? No, they're still stuck behind Scuderia 7. There's a little bit of contact between Soyuza and Odems as they run up towards Massenet. There's an accident and Odems is put in the wall, but he's managed to keep his wheel on, but that's wing damage, and that's pretty much him out of contention. Unfortunately for Odems. Oh, heartbreak.
Don't say that. You'll regret saying that in a minute.
Well, I mean, he's got absolutely no front wing. Here comes Josh.
And Josh, you know, he's got to try and get past. I think Odem should let him through.
Meanwhile, the guys up front having a bit of fun nonetheless. They're not fighting for the net race lead, but they're fighting. Yeah, Bookster's on the ultra.
He's got there.
Yeah, he is.
He's very good, Bookster. Did a brilliant job.
Yes, he is, and Oden's with a penalty now. Oh, you got a feel for the guy.
Yeah, but you know with Monaco, you're never out of contention. There could be a safety car anytime soon.
Do you know that might have been a little bit of payback from Soyuza? Remember what happened in China?
I do. Yes, I do.
I'm not theorizing anything in particular, but it was a very similar type of accident.
Yes, and also Malloy and Bookster kind of like hugs the wall.
So now, our top three are now 11th, 12th, and 13th after all of that action. So, actually, Soyuza was top three, but Julian.
Nowak in the best position as well, I think. Yeah,
and he's right up behind these guys as these guys battle. These guys are not going to let him through. These guys are going to battle. Bookster's going to have a look. This might get messy as they come out of the tunnel. Here comes Bookster going for the race lead on track. Can't find the room, and Black Mamba forces the issue. Comes back around the outside of the Toro Rosso, breaks his wing, and Bookster's into the wall. And now Black Mamba has broken his wing, and that might be costly.
He's got to come in.
He has to come in, and you know who's that's going to give the net race lead? Malloy. He's going to stay out, and Black Mamba comes down the inside of Anthony Noakes. He's desperate to get ahead, and they're rubbing wheels as they come down the back straight, and Black Mamba's into the race lead now. But MLA and Soyuza are almost together as Soyuza gets past Scuderia Seb, and Scuderia Seb is going a long way on those super softs, but Soyuza wants to chase down MLA because if Black Mamba has to come in, Soyuza, he needs to battle and get past MLA because technically those guys are fighting for the race lead.
Yes, but to be fair to Malloy, he's not actually dropped off.
No, but he is yet to pit.
Yeah, but that could just involve some battling. However,
Soyuza's picked up a penalty. That's not going to help him.
Didn't MLA also take a penalty there?
I think so. I think Black Mamba has one too. So it could all balance out in the end.
Here we go. Right, Malloy, for the sake of the race, is not letting MLA through.
Oh, he's not letting him through, and Soyuza's right behind him now.
For me, though, right, Black Mamba's being really, really weird.
Aggressive.
Yeah, but like a bit oddly aggressive.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he's going to have a bit of a busy day in the steward's office.
Oh, Soyuza's he's just pushing MLA through Anthony Nose. Surely going to have a think about a goal here. MLA is having a look on Malloy as they run towards Sandoval. He's having a look on the inside into Sandoval. He gets it done. Can Soyuza follow him? Yes. So Soyuza has made the move as well. That was a good bit of driving from the Williams. And as they run up towards Massenet now, Soyuza's got to be thinking about making the move into Mirabeau if he can get the run through Casino Square.
I think Soyuza's fast car back. So
Now, I tell you what, Josh isn't far behind either.
No, he's not.
And you can play a factor.
I'm just going the fastest. No upset again!
Oh, what has happened to Noack, our pole sitter? Josh is all over Malloy as they run into the tunnel. He should be able to get past here. Comes to the outside of the Nouvelle Chicane. We've seen this a lot today. And looks like he might get the move done. Yes, he does. So, a common move here. And now Josh can chase after. He's in the podium positions technically, right? Well, he's almost in the podium positions if Black Mamba has a problem later on. But Soyuza all over MLA.
Yeah, and I think it's weird because that Black Mamba definitely has wing damage, and he's still getting away.
Yeah, he might be trying to push on because of penalties potentially. If he pulls out of that 3-second gap, he could be safe.
Step builder. Julian, I thought there was a bit of overtaking going on. The Haas cars have unfortunately become victims today. They've just kind of faded into the background. They've stuck together. Elku's actually done an absolutely amazing drive considering he started, what, 12?
I had a brain fart and said Noack was the pole sitter. It wasn't, it was Odems. Never mind.
Yeah, I questioned that.
He was front row. He was front row. Same thing.
Is it though?
Yeah, Josh is catching.
MLA is also catching.
Just noticed my phone's actually been going off for a while there. Shut up. There we go. So, Scuderia Seb also having a look on Malloy, but the Haas cars are catching up now a little bit. They're not entirely out of the picture.
I may have written them off there, but yeah, MLA and Soyuza are catching Black Mamba, I think. I think it was 2.8 last lap, and that was 2.1.
Yeah, they are catching, so...
Unless that's me being an idiot.
Soyuza is surely going to have MLA here. As they run on towards Sandoval, does he ever think about a move, potentially? Whoa, gets super close underneath. How are they not touching? Well, they are touching because Soyuza's bump drafting him up through towards Massenet. Is he going to have a think about a move? He's going to go around the outside. It's brave. He can make that one, but has to back out of it. Now has to think about it into Mirabeau. Can he potentially make a move? MLA is definitely going to go defensive. Oh, he hits the back of him. That's wing damage.
Yeah, it depends how much it is though, isn't it, really?
There's Josh, by the way.
Yeah, Noah goes fastest. I think the Ferrari pit crew should be paid double today for how many stops they've had to do for Noah.
Yeah.
But as Sayu's actually got damage, it's hard to tell.
I saw a bit of carbon fibre fly off, so he does have damage. Now, how much he has, I'm not too sure, but he definitely has damage.
Is it worth the stop? We'll find out.
You can see how he's dropping off though, and look how much Josh is catching him in the section. So Josh is within shout of a podium here. Through Raskas.
But be careful.
Soyuz is
in. So now it's team can MLA get him. Where will Soyuz come out though? He's going to actually fall far back.
He might come out.
However, Julian, he's P8, no P7. And he's behind Seb, Malloy and Elku. And they're not far behind Josh.
Yeah, Julian has come out in front of Soyuza by quite a margin. And as I said, he's right behind this battle for 5th. Soyuza is going to come out right around Noack. It's going to be close with Noack, I can tell you. He's going to come out behind Noack, it looks like, as he runs up towards the hill, and Noack's ahead. So that was close.
The Soyuza as well.
Elku's into 4th place now.
Yeah, and also Julian's right on the back of these guys.
Yeah, Julian been chipping away. He had to pit early on, and now is pushing on to try and just minimise the damage in the championship.
Yeah, Black Mamba not running away with it though. It's kind of maintained at 2.1.
Yeah.
You know, Julian's got to get past these guys. He can really chase hard, I think.
Sector
Yellow
2,
flag.
Sayuza with a penalty. Oh, it's Sayuza spun in the Nouvelle Chicane. Even bigger disaster. That's going to be him. He's maybe potentially retiring. I thought he was going to retire there for a second, but he gets it going again. And Julian's back in the pits again.
Just when Malloy had to go.
Sayuza's gone. You just can't get a break. He just cannot get a break, this guy. Oh, Josh, he's right with MLA. He's right with it. Is this finally Josh's day?
It's the MLA's day though, because they are catching Black Mamba.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. 1.7 seconds the gap. Josh is on the. Don't count him out.
Like he's fourth.
He's fourth. He's on the youngest tires of the guys up front. If there's a problem, shock win potentially on the cards. But then again, I say that again. Odems and Noek are on they're on the charge through the field. They're 7th and 8th.
And they've got Seb who needs to stop in front of them, so technically they're 6th and 7th.
Yeah, 6th and 7th. Noek looks like he's got the pace
Seb
over.
He's stopping though.
Noek is having a go into Tabak. Oh, Odems is put it in the wall again. There's contact between the Ferrari and the Red Bull as they run through Tabak. Oh, what has gone on here, boys?
Have they got wing damage here? Or is it just Odems?
Odems has.
So Noah can continue as Odems continues.
Yeah.
He does it, but Noah and it's catching. Looks still like there's no tomorrow.
The gap up front is closing.
Ridiculously, actually.
1.5 the gap. Now,
we've got a battle between 3.
Yeah, you can see all the top 3 in the one shot in the tunnel as they exit. There's the Mercedes and there's the Sauber. 8 seconds behind those guys is the Haas of Elku, and you can see this gap is closing in ever so slightly each time.
Yes, but for me, you've got to feel for Odems. Scoot fielder. Julian's right at the back. If you don't cut Sayuza's ghost car. But yeah, Jesse's also 11th as well. That's a big droppers. Yeah, that gap between the top 3 is coming down. We've got 90 laps to go of this, by the way.
It's not long at all.
Yeah, not around here.
It's very quick. That's about a 1 minute 10 lap round here. And MLA is really conservative through the casino square. He really doesn't want to put it in the wall. He can't afford wing down because he knows he's closing up on these guys. And Josh is just being clever, following behind.
Yeah, Noak's in.
Noak in again.
I don't look at the pit stops. Noak's had 2. Well, he's had 3 now. Julian's had 3. Scuderius hasn't stopped.
He's done 19 laps on those super softs actually, so he's doing really good up there.
Yep. Although Scopefield is right on the back of Odems, and Malloy's right on the back of those guys, but we don't want, no offense to those guys, we want to be focusing on the start of the lead. A 3-way fight.
The gap is 1.1.
Black Mamba, would he be a new winner as well?
Yeah, he's at lap 21 of 39.
Or did he win Bahrain?
He won Bahrain, indeed, he did.
See, I can never remember whether it was Noek. Jesse, 3-second time penalty.
And I can tell you,
Josh actually got a penalty. I don't think Josh got a penalty.
No, Josh is a very consistent driver. He tends to not pick up penalties. Now I'm probably cursed that he's going to pick one up in the next 10 seconds, but he should do it. And I can tell you, Elku's slowly catching. Slowly, he's getting there. He's 7.7 behind. He was 8.4. He's 7.7 now. He's getting there.
Just keep it going, mate. Keep it going. Speaking of slowly catching, DRS phase now for MLA.
Doesn't mean much around Monaco, but MLA is closing fast.
Ridiculously through the Novo chicane. Is that it? Was that the Novo chicane? No, not.
Yeah, that is the Novo chicane.
My Monaco knowledge is not as good as some of the circuit. Nice little shots there through the swimming pool section. Helicopter shots I got. I don't know about you, but
it seems that MLA is he's kind of short shifting through all these corners.
He's dropped off on it. Maybe he's got an issue.
Yeah, he's short shifting through every gear. He's got a DRS failure for one, so things not going his way, it looks like.
Josh, you got to get past him, mate.
Yeah, he's dropped off.
Emily seems to be back. It seems to be back. He's short shifting 2, 3, and 4. I don't know if that's a stylistic choice because he seemed to be going alright in Gear 6.
Well, he was short shifting through the entire swimming pool section. Elku, by the way, has caught another second. 6.4.
Right. We told you that anyone could win this race. Could Elku? Could it be his
Could
race?
Elku win this race? Absolute scenes.
No offense to Elku, though, it doesn't seem likely on the cards, on paper, but he is slowly catching. He's in clear air.
And these guys are just holding each other up.
Oh, there's Malloy.
Malloy has made the move. He's on fresher tyres. And Julian's up right behind Scopefield. Those guys aren't far behind.
MLA's catched again. He's caught back up.
Yeah. But he's got to watch his mirrors.
He's dropped off again. He's got DRS this time.
He has got DRS, but he seems to struggle in certain areas.
Yeah, whereas Elku now is catching.
Julian with another penalty.
He's still getting there. Go on, Elku. Especially if you catch it this way, mate, you'll be there by the end of the race.
Scuderia Seb finally pits. 21 laps on the Super Softs.
I think will Julian be able to pass him? I think so. Julian on Scopefield is going for it. Oh no, he's going for it down the back stretch. She's catching Julian and Odev aren't too far behind. Julian is really heavy. Elku, he's quite a lot in that section.
5.2 seconds now between Elku and it's 5 seconds now. That's another second out of these top guys. MLA now as close as he's ever been to the back of the Ferrari.
But Elku, he can see him in the sights now. He'll be getting excited. Hopefully he can just keep it clear. He's in clear air. He doesn't need to worry. You know, that's a good thing for him. Josh is right there. He's gonna wait there for his moment. We know Josh. We know he'll pick his moment when he needs to. But Elku,
he's not entirely out of the question.
Because obviously when you're behind the car, you can't go as fast, especially during that really fast first sector. So that's what he's getting. 4.6.
4.6 sec. MLA through that section. He's in mode 1, saving up all his ERS. I don't know if he's having issues with his deployment, but he's struggling. And Josh might have the chance right here. And heartbreakingly, here they come past the lapped Williams of Sayuza.
But yeah, Elku,
4.2 seconds.
Didn't mean that to rhyme, but it did.
He's on he's on the freshest tyres of anybody in the top 3. He's well within a shout.
He's not even pushing really. He doesn't need to. He's just catching because he's in clear air.
The guys up front are kind of in a stalemate up here. They're not pushing.
That is Monaco. And it's what was I about to say? Josh is low on fuel. 4 seconds now, the gap between Elku and Josh.
Yeah, and MLA outside it, well, just got the DRS there, very close.
Elku will get DRS as well.
Yeah, well, Josh is actually marginal on fuel.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. But yeah, so this section, I don't know what's going on with MLA, he just seems to...
He's struggling for whatever reason.
3.8 now. 3.9, sorry. It was 3.8 for a brief time. Elku's coming. Watch out, boys.
You might just see him pop into shot, actually. Pop into view. Not quite. But he's there.
3.7.
3.7. He'll come on 3.4. He catches massively. It's that section he catches massively. As these guys hold each other up.
You can go at it in his own... Yeah, he catches up in this section.
Yeah, he does. But Josh also does too. But then he loses it all in this section. If you're right on board with him, you'll see what I'm talking about. He's lifting, almost, short shifting down through the gears, and it's an interesting strategy. But Elku 3.3 behind.
Have we ever? I know we've had bad races in the pursuit. They had like a 4-way go for the lead. Josh got the DRS. I hope they'll go for the move.
No, I don't think he will. He needs to try something.
Elku though, he'll take this. Keep going, lads.
Yeah,
I think Elku's the fastest man on circuit.
he is at the current point. He hasn't set the fastest lap, but he's
To be
certainly the
fair,
fastest man on track.
MLA as well caught up in that section, so clearly going for it this time. This is where Elku catches up.
Yeah,
It's
watch the
2.9
gap. It'll come down to 2.4, as it has done in
Julian
previous
Malloy.
times. Julian up the hill. Malloy, can he make it up? Well, Julian's ahead, so he makes the move past. But up front,
2.8.
2.8. He can see them now. You can just see them in his view now. If you look on the camera view, you'll see the Haas in the background as we get the helicopter shots that you got earlier as we run through here. But MLA's tyres, 22 laps. They're not in the best shape at this point.
No, but he's been quite conservative. Maybe that's why he's going to the conservative. But Josh, he's right. Josh, mate, you need to make that overtake.
Yeah, he needs to do it.
Even
Because
though
Elku he's 2.5 behind now. So
you can't write this.
no, you really can't. On the graphic, it's saying that MLA is on the super softs, but on my screen he's on hypers. So I'm not sure what to
same.
believe.
He's on hyper. There's no way he's on hyper on 23 lap old. There's no way.
Josh, he's closer than he's ever been. Will he have a try? No.
Nope.
But Elku now, he smells blood.
He can see them as he goes round. The hairpin.
Watch that gap surge down to 2.3.
2.3.
He's keeping it clean, keeping it consistent. And these guys up front are just holding each other up. But this is a four-way fight for the lead.
MLA's right there. He's actually going for it now.
Yeah. And I can say, even after all that, Bookster's up in P5. That's a great job from that Toro Rosso driver.
He's got Julian chasing though.
Yeah, Josh is... Oh, he's right up behind MLA there. As they run through.
This is the closest they will win. They're all winning the second each other this time round.
Yeah, Elku 2.1. He can see the cars as they run through Anthony Nogues now. So at this rate, he will be within DRS range next lap.
I don't know whether he will be. I think because he's going to get closer and closer. But so, look again, they're just losing it to Black Mamba a little bit through here. He's actually pushing now. I think whatever issue he's resolved because he is.
Yeah, he's using up his ERS now.
Yeah. But Elku, he's on the same straight.
And Josh, still there. But he's got 100% ERS, but he's marginal on fuel, which is not going to help him. Elku's there. Watch that gap.
Go down again.
1.7. It'll stick around 1.7, 1.6-ish now. Yep. So down towards the Nouvelle Chicane. Josh right behind, and MLA is close. He's right up behind Black Mamba now.
Yeah, I just don't know what to do. I don't know where to watch. Elku, you can see him. 1.4.
He's right there. Four-way fight for the lead. 4 different manufacturers. And only one of these guys has actually taken a race win this season, and that is Black Mamba. So, these guys want to stop him. Elku is 1.1 seconds behind.
So you only just
Oh,
halfway to Elku.
now, but all of these guys up front also have penalties. So either way, you know, if he didn't get a penalty, he could have won it by staying behind.
We haven't actually got a safety car yet either, which is unbelievable.
Because if we had a safety car now, oh god.
Julian would win.
Oh, look at this. The top 4 are all within one camera shot. Elku's within half a second of VSR Josh now. As they run into the tunnel. 10 laps to go. Who's going to win?
You've got to say the most unlikely person to win would be MLA, just from his tyres. Or if he wants to stick with the lads, but he's so slow on the exit of that chicane.
Yeah, Josh is all over. Emily, he's so close to him as they run through.
Josh, you've got to take it, mate. You've got to down the stretch, mate. If you want to keep on Black Mamba, you've got to.
Black Mamba's not pulling away.
It's not. Josh, come on, mate. Elku! I'm so scared. I don't want to look.
Because these guys are 17 seconds clear of their nearest challenger. Black Mamba leads.
Bookster, to be fair.
I mean, that's a really outside chance. But if there's a horrific accident, then maybe.
You said that they're 17 seconds behind. I said that's Bookster, to be fair. Because Bookster's been very solid this year.
Very solid,
He
yeah.
always seems to be in the places like, you know, he's not had interesting races, no offence to him, but he always seems to be picking up points here and there.
Yeah, it's just picking up the pieces slowly. Julian's managed to get himself back up to P6 after his debacle. Again, Elku's also marginal on that fuel, so he's not going to be able to attack that much. But these guys are... This is just the nature of Monaco. They're just in stalemate.
He can fuel save, especially in this kind of section. He uses ERS saving. He's right at the back of Josh now.
Josh has got to go for something. He's been stuck behind here for so many laps. And I think MLA might just have slipped out of DRS range there. No, he hasn't. But Elku, is he close enough to make it? I don't think so. He's not quite close enough this time.
Elku can wait. He knows he can. But MLA is just too slow on those tyres now.
27 laps on those tyres. Black Mamba, again, 24 laps on that set of tyres. Josh has got to do something. He's got to do just anything to try and get past here.
Yeah, right now he's running me on Valtteri Bottas as Odems is about to be lapped.
Oh, Odems. He had to pit again because he was on 17 lap Ultrasofts. But man, pole sitter to 13th. And the top four are within 1.2 seconds.
In this fight as well. Imagine if Odems was in this fight.
Imagine if Soyuzu was still here.
Imagine if Blizzard and Louis were here. Who would win?
God.
Helicopter shots.
This is what happens when the big guns, so to speak, don't turn up. We get this in Monaco.
Surely, Josh. Come on, boy.
Right. So lap 32 of 30. They're running out of laps. So we've got about 8 laps to go now.
Elku's dropped off as well. I think he made a mistake.
Yeah, I think he did.
It won't take him long to catch up because of the strain.
No, definitely not. So MLA, he's got to try something, but he looks unlikely. Elku's dropped just a little bit outside that DRS range, but it won't take him long to close back up, as you can see.
He just has. But no, Josh, mate, come on. He's currently doing a Valtteri Bottas race. He just doesn't want to go for it.
He's a sensible driver, but he needs to just lick the stamp and send it into the new. But he's just not catching up through there. He's not using his ERS modes. MLA makes a mistake. He made a mistake through the Nouvelle Chicane. And that one, and he's going to get stuck behind through to back. He's got to try into Raskas. He's got to.
If you're ever going to overtake, it would be now. Nope.
Ah, no space.
Odem's at the fastest lap. It's just a consolation pin.
And a penalty too for his troubles. And MLA has not got DRS. MLA has not got DRS as they run towards the Sandoval. But again, nothing. 7 laps to go. Black Mamba. Black Mamba's just holding on right now. Just. By the skin of his teeth holding on right now.
Yeah, but, MLA's in mode 5.
He is.
For some reason.
He's been doing that actually for the past couple of laps, sticking it in mode 5 through the first sector, because that's where he's slow. I heard a little bit of contact behind. There's a little bit of bump. I don't think there was any damage. But Black Mamba, he's just snuck outside that DRS range. He's lucky boy. Well, I say that, Emily's just stuck back inside now.
He is, because he's in mode 5, whereas Emily's only using mode 4.
But Julian actually might take P5. Oh, Josh got a penalty. See, Josh didn't actually have a penalty behind. He could have actually just been winning this race right now. But that might have balanced things out. And now he might just have to know that he has to go for it now. That might have been why he was holding back.
Odem's got another fastest.
109.8. 6 laps to go.
Josh, you're the closest you could ever be to somebody without actually touching the rear. Lick the stamp.
And send it.
Elku's even jumping back. I don't understand it. I think he's just being conservative. However,
I don't know where to look, honestly.
He's not getting away. Josh, you are right there.
Come on, he's got to do it, Josh. Surely. He's being too sensible.
It's not. We did this on the street circuit, but there are no traffic. Oh, contact!
There was definitely contact there. I don't think he picked up any damage. Lap 34-39, Black Mamba leads by 8/10 of a second over MLA, VSR, Josh and Elku. All within 1.5 seconds of each other. They're all there in the tunnel, separated by just that amount. But they're all just the distance behind. It's Monaco. They can't really follow each other, and it's getting more and more difficult as the laps run on. MLA's tyres are 30 laps old.
And he's actually keeping with Black Mamba.
He is.
Black Mamba's dropped off.
Oh, damn! Where has he crashed?
I think he's just on the straight, isn't it?
And Julian with another penalty. Can't quite see where he's done it, but
Alright, now this is. Oh, MLA's actually really close to Black Mamba.
Yes.
With laps to go.
Oh, look
We've
at
got
this!
a four-way fight again.
And penalties have actually balanced it out in the end.
So, Julian though.
Oh, we got the yellow flag for one. And who's that for? I can't quite see.
I was worried for a second.
Oh, Julian up the inside of Bookster into turn one. Can he make it work? No, Bookster holds on. They're trying to fall into the wall. Goes Bookster. Oh, his big run goes off, but he's just broken his wing. Can he hold on? I'm not too sure. Actually, it wasn't a crash for Old Evans. He just retired the car.
Right.
But back to the front.
Elku, mate. I think Elku.
But MLA is so close.
MLA. Take the 2 yellows. Can't see anything.
I think that's for Odem's car, I think. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Why does Prestige do this to us? Constantly. Every single race.
We skipped out counselling last week, we're going to need it again.
We thought Bahrain was good. I think this might be race of the season right here.
Yeah, Elku. Come on! Can we see an overtake around Monaco?
To go around Monaco. 5 minutes of racing.
Yes. And also, you've got to be fair, the one that probably the most disadvantaged is Black Mamba. He doesn't get any DRS down that back straight. Mode 1 now for MLA, same a bit of DRS.
Oh, Elku's so close to Josh.
That's what I was about to say. Elku, he smells blood.
Bookster's in for wing damage. Unfortunately, he was on such a good run.
He'll still collect points though, I think.
He will get points, yeah. Running through the 50 to 30 miles an hour through the hairpin, and they're just nose to tail, just touching.
I've got to be honest, right? MLA is using everything he's got.
Oh, he's going to have a last-minute attack, I think. But getting the helicopter shots, you can just see how close these guys are.
They're genuinely... Elku, you've got to be honest here, it's Josh is too conservative. Josh tips the wall, so does Elku.
Oh, I think they managed to survive damage. Josh is on a push here. All of these guys have penalties. But in the end, we actually don't know who has how many penalties, so we actually really don't know in the end who's going to win.
And VSR Josh, I thought he had a DRS failure, but he didn't. That was just the game glitching.
Closing in. 3 laps left on the board.
Right, come on, boys. Right. Yeah, Josh is still low on fuel. Elku's done a good job. Elku is right there.
He needs to run out of here though, and he hasn't quite got it.
I'm going to be honest. Oh, Josh Shaw's got the back of MLA, which in turn was put Elku in the back of Josh.
Look how slow they are going through the hairpin, 20 miles an hour on the apex. And these guys, unbelievable stuff we're seeing here. Elku is so close, but Josh, is he just got enough? Is Elku going to try something into the Nouvelle Chicane? He's got 3 laps left. No.
Nope.
They're running out of time, boys.
Maybe he's like, I've got 3 laps left, let me wait on this.
Yeah, but they're going to have 2 laps to go next time by. Black Mamba, by the skin of his teeth, is holding on. MLA is probably marginal on that tyre wear. On those super... Oh, Josh hits the wall. A big thump there as he goes through.
Elku,
can he... All of these guys are going to have DRS. So they're all going to cancel each other out. Oh, lap 38 of 39. 4 drivers fighting for the race lead here in Monaco. I really don't know. I really don't know. I don't want to predict it, because if I do predict it, that exact prediction is going to go wrong. Because I said Odems was going to win, and look what happened to him.
I said Fayusa was going to win. Look
what happened to him. Oh, Elku touching the back of Josh through Mirabo. Look how close they are. 20 miles an hour on the apex. They were
so close, your voice cracked.
Yeah. Now remember, next lap is the final lap. So if they're going to try anything, it's got to be now.
You've already got one more round, boys. MLA and Black Mamba nowhere near each other, but Elku, maybe wait for the back. Ooh.
Oh, he gets another penalty. No! Oh, ruined his chances probably there, because Josh has got less penalties than he has. So has that put an end to his chances? But is the battle up front over?
Oh, Josh hits the wall, wing damage.
Lap 39 we're about to go on to of the Monaco Grand Prix. Action from start to finish. The 4 leaders are within a camera shot as they run down towards the first corner. Is MLA on the chart? Yeah, he's giving it everything now. He's within touching distance of a race win. Black Mamba's had 1 race win already. His tyres are 35 laps old. He's closing in as they run through the casino square. He's got to be thinking about a move into the Nouvelle Chicane later on. Running down here now. What can he do? He's got to be also be watching his mirrors for VSR Josh. Running through the Grand Hotel hairpin as they touch going through there. Josh has a poor run. Elku has a little think about a move there. And running through Portier. This is MLA's only opportunity. He needs the run. He's in mode 5. Black Mamba's trying to...
running out of fuel.
He's running out of fuel, potentially up front. He's on red fuel. Well, I'm sure all of them should be. But...
MLA isn't. He's got something to give.
I think that might be it. I don't think MLA's got anything left in the tank to give. And that took those Ferraris, they just seem to pull something out of the bag from nowhere. But again, penalties might ruin this. So coming through the final corner for the 2nd time this season, Black Mamba wins the Monaco Grand Prix, but it's MLA who takes the win of the Monaco Grand Prix for Mercedes in the end. Josh gets 3rd place, Elku 4th, Julian gets 5th place across the line. Big accident as he comes across the line. Nowak gonna get 6th place. Oh, what a race. MLA with the win.
Probably one of the shortest races on the calendar, but it was good fun.
Jesse next across the line. P7. 22 laps on the Ultrasofts. That's a long stint.
Malloy again, not in the points. I don't really get it.
I'm surprised.
Malloy!
Oh, don't tell me he's crashed on the last lap. He's actually crashed in the last corner. I don't believe it. Hold on. Scuderia said we're going to watch as he comes through.
It was in the 2nd sector, mate.
Oh, second. I thought he crashed in the last corner.
It was just as you leave the chicane. Scofield overtakes 7 penalties. So it's a 9th spot. And that's it!
MLA. He's not quite the 5th different winner in succession, but he is the 5th different winner this season. Oh wow!
And that's the second time. That's the 2nd time in 6 Grand Prix that the actual winner of the race hasn't won.
Yep, but there it is. MLA for Mercedes wins the Monaco Grand Prix on penalties. Black Mamba still managed 2nd place, and he will now.
Josh.
He will now move ahead of his teammate, actually, I think. No, he's already ahead of his teammate anyway, but he'll close the gap to the championship lead a little bit. And Josh is P3.
Josh, it's the talking point, though. I don't understand what happened.
But
he was very conservative, and I know we said, oh, MLA didn't even get a penalty.
Yeah.
I thought MLA actually got a penalty. Elku, imagine if Elku didn't get. He had 2 penalties. Imagine if he never got any, because he started off with 0, then he got 1, then he got another.
Yeah. Nowak didn't get any either.
Who's the driver today?
Oh, I don't know. It's between any of that top 4. I don't know who to pick.
Elku, just because he came from 12 on the grid.
Yeah. To be fair, MLA came from 8th to win, no penalties. So the drivers who started on the 5th row of the grid ended up 1 and 2, and the guys who started on the front row, they ended up down in a DNF and I think it was P5 for Julian.
We got Canada next week, mate.
And
We will
P6
probably see
for
a bit
Mike.
more on-track action around the Canadian circuit. But for now, that's it. MLA is your winner here in Monaco,
That is
and
it.
I'll let Jack quickly end off the stream for you guys.
I mean, prestige is just crazy. If Monaco's like that, that's 4 drivers within 1.5 seconds. Well, it ended up being run to the penalties in the end. We've had five different winners from 6 races, and we're heading to Canada next week. I'm expecting a lot more action. Round 7 of the championship.
Hopefully
the
we'll have Blizzard and Louis back as well.
Oh, but imagine
keep
if they
that
were
in mind.
involved in that. Oh,
I don't think anyone could have taken it. I think we would have left halfway through.
But anyways, it's been a pleasure. We'll see you here in Canada, same time next week, 9 p.m. for the F1 TS Sub Prestige tier. Make sure you join us then, and we'll see you next time. Good night.